Do you ever stop yourself from doing something because of fear? For the last year or so, I have been hesitating, diving deep in what it is I want to help people with. And I think part of it is I had this mental model that somehow being an executive coach meant that I couldn't get into my heart or that I couldn't connect with my feelings because executives don't want to talk about feeling. But what I'm finding is actually quite the opposite. That as human beings, we inherently want to connect with ourselves. And by the way, this is genderless. I don't care what gender you connect with. Humans, by nature, need connection and a feeling of belongingness or community. And I guess I worried that if I shifted too much of my business, that somehow I would lose community or somehow lose clients. But here's what it comes down to, is at some point you have to decide what feels right for you. Because what feels right to you is your calling. You know, people spend a lifetime trying to figure out, what is my calling? What is my purpose on this planet? Just listen to your heart. Connect to your heart. Just sit there. Feel its heartbeat and just ask yourself the question, what is my purpose? And then be quiet and wait for the answer. You may only get a word: to heal, to help, to love. But that's it. So for me, I have known for quite some time that my whole point of being on this planet is twofold. One is to try to break the cycle of abuse that is generational in my family. And I wasn't entirely successful with that, although I've made strides in comparison to previous generations. And the second is to help enable others to find their own healing path. It just so happens I work with executives and leaders, but generally, that's my desired outcome. That's my purpose. It's why I was called to medicine. Even though I didn't become a doctor, I became a nurse instead. It's the reason why I worked in public health and emergency management, because I wanted to help other people to live and survive in situations that are beyond their understanding. And now as a heart breath coach, I get to help people go deep, fast, to really enable their own healing journey. All I am is a custodian, a shepherd of sorts, that helps walk you down the valley, if you will. But you do the work. And it's been truly transformational for me as a practitioner, because as I help other people heal, in very small ways, I heal myself in the process. I help myself do the work as well. And by the way, I'm a practitioner who actually does this as well. I routinely go to my mentors' classes to do the work myself, on myself, for myself. All this to say that I'm really meant to do these things, and I'm finally getting to a point that I'm starting to accept it and really diving deep, which is why I'm rebranding. And there'll be a new landing page for my website this week that's going to share more information about who I am and what I'm doing under the new company name, Executive Exhale, which is really all about helping leaders find ways to take a deep breath and get through their leadership lives. So let me ask you this. What are you holding yourself back from? What's one thing that you really want to do in your life, but you're so afraid to either lose something or lose someone that you don't take action, but that you know that if you did it, not only would the universe respond in kind with large abundance, and I'm not necessarily talking cash here, folks, but that you would probably feel more in alignment with what your desired outcome or what your purpose on this planet really is. What stops you from doing it? And how can you start moving forward on that today? How can you start moving forward today?